Hello, everyone. Talon Gillespie here. Welcome back to my channel. And today, I have a special SpongeBob SquarePants review for you. And yes, it has been a while since I've done a SpongeBob review. So basically, this is a Burger King toy review. And this is going to be SpongeBob SquarePants Lost in Time. So this set is from 2005. And I really enjoyed the episode Dungeons and Dragons. So that's part of Lost in Time. And what's it about? Right, it's about knights. The Royal Knights. But I don't have that many SpongeBob Lost in Time toys, but I have about 16 of them. So I'm only missing 4 of them. I'm missing Sultan SpongeBob, the Undies SpongeBob, you know, A-N-D-E-S, the Andes. Viking SpongeBob and Classical Composer SpongeBob. I'm just missing those. So, I only have 16 of them. So, without further ado, let's get started. So, the first one we're going to start with is Liberty SpongeBob. So, basically, it's just SpongeBob in different costumes. So, for example, he is dressed up like the Statue of Liberty. You know, the Statue of Liberty is a statue that you find at New York City. Like, she's the one who has the crown and this torch. So SpongeBob has the crown and the torch right here. And you can rotate his arm around if you want. So that's only the point of articulation this guy has. But he's also holding this book that says July the 5th. MDCCLXSVI. I'm not sure what that is, but it's basically this book that the Statue of Liberty is holding. So there you go. It's Liberty SpongeBob. We'll set this guy right here. And next one is the Mariachi SpongeBob. And in case you don't know, a mariachi is a member of a band that plays Mexican instruments. Like, for example, a guitar, a violin, and a trumpet. Because I love mariachi. So here is the Mariachi SpongeBob. And this one's my favorite. Because he has the guitar and this fancy hat. Check this guy out. So here's SpongeBob. We all know who this guy is. And he does have movement in his legs, so you can rotate them around if you want. But they're just plain little figures. No gimmicks or anything, but they're just figures with articulation. So you can rotate this guy's legs. So that looks very nice. And he has the design on his legs and his arms. Pretty cool. So there you go. It's Mariachi SpongeBob. Alright, let's set him right there. There we go. Next one is Neanderthal SpongeBob. Or, a.k.a. SpongeGar. So here's SpongeBob. And basically, Neanderthal means, like, he's a caveman. So this is what SpongeBob is. He's a caveman. Or you could tell this is SpongeGar from the prehistoric episode, SpongeBob Goes Prehistoric, or SpongeBob BC Before Comedy, or also known as Ugg. So you can see he has his eyebrows. He's like, what is that on top of my head? This guy's making me laugh. Anyway, you can rotate his arms, and his feet do spin around, so that looks very nice. Plus, I had to clean these, by the way. I had to clean these toys. Like, I had to clean them by hand. Like, you're going to enjoy this. Like, you're going to enjoy the little bit of the little behind the scenes. So what I did is, I took, like, some cleaning materials. And then I had to clean some of these toys up. But there's still little marks on here, as you can see, right on his eye and on his back right here. But I'll figure something out. But still, he looks pretty cool. I love the caveman. All right. Next one is Mountie SpongeBob. So basically, this kind of reminds me of the Backyardigans episode, the Snow Fort. And basically, this is the Mountie SpongeBob. And he looks very nice. And he looks like he's looking out to the distance looking for trouble. He's like, someone's in trouble. I must look. So you can rotate his arm up and down. And this arm rotates around. And his legs spin around. Just like that. So there you go. It's Mountie SpongeBob. And you can see his pocket right there. This is the outfit that Mounties wear. And I love this hat, by the way. I love that hat. And this one's hard to stand because this one's pretty hard. If you try to fix his legs, he might fall over, but see if I can. There we go. He might fall over during the toy review, but oh well. Next one is Don Quixote. So here's SpongeBob dressed up like Don Quixote, and he looks pretty fancy. And he has this hat that looks very nice. And he does have the mustache and the goatee beard. This guy looks fancy. So you can rotate his legs a little bit right here. So that's the only point of articulation this guy has. Plus he has his hands on his hips. So that looks nice. So let's put him right here. And next up we have is the Tai Chi Master. So basically, SpongeBob does karate. So that's what he does. So he's wearing his gi. A gi is what you wear during karate practice. So he looks all ready to take on Sandy Cheeks. He's like, "Wah, bring it on." So he looks pretty nice. You check that out. So you can rotate his arms around, just like this. But there's no movement in his legs, though. They're just pretty posed like that. But still, pretty cool. So that's Tai Chi Master SpongeBob right there. And next one is the Pharaoh SpongeBob. So here is the Pharaoh. And for some of these toys, they come with this little insert here. It says Nickelodeon, SpongeBob SquarePants, Lost in Time. And there's the Burger King symbol. Well, the Burger King logo. And it says Timeless Facts inside. So basically, it reads the name of the toy and Timeless Facts. But on the back, there's a checklist right here. So I'll read this up here. These are 20 time-traveling, globe-trotting, adventure-loving SpongeBob toys to collect. Fun a limited time while supplies last. But again, I'm missing... Oops, we'll set them down right here. But I'm missing 1, 2, 3, 4 of these guys. Like I said, I only have 16, but I'll try to find the rest later. But for the Pharaoh SpongeBob, I'll read this right here. It says, ancient Egyptians buried pharaohs with fabulous treasures to ensure they would have a good life in the afterworld. SpongeBob and Patrick once thought they had sent Squidward to the afterworld. Some ancient Egyptian children kept monkeys or gazelles for pets. Cats were considered scattered. Or is it scared? I'm not sure how to pronounce that. And wore a gold earring. And Gary wears shoes. Okay. So that's interesting. So it looks like SpongeBob is doing that Egyptian dance. So that looks awesome. And you can see the... Ooh, bumping the camera. And you can see the pineapple right here. That's where SpongeBob lives. A pineapple. So you can rotate his arms around. Give them a spin. And his legs are pretty much posed like this. So they don't move around. But that is it for articulation. But again... SpongeBob looks pretty good as a pharaoh. He looks pretty good, especially when he's doing that dance. Okay, next up we have is my second favorite of the set. Cowboy SpongeBob. Oh, yeehaw! Sorry, got carried away. So here is a Cowboy SpongeBob, and he's pretty much kind of like from Pest of the West, which I'm going to be reviewing soon. And you can see he has the cowboy hat and the belt. I love cowboys. You can move his arms up and down, just like this. And right here, you can spin his cowboy boots around too. And this is why I love cowboys. So there you go, it's Cowboy SpongeBob. And next up is the Polar Explorer SpongeBob. Ooh. Okay, anyways. Here is the Polar Explorer SpongeBob, and he looks like he's freezing. That looks interesting. Like, in your poor SpongeBob, he looks like he's cold. But what's really cool, he has some skis on. Or, could that be snowshoes? I think those are snowshoes. I'm not sure, but still pretty cool. But anyway, poor SpongeBob's freezing. But you're going to enjoy this as well. So what I did is, I took some, like, super glue right here. Well, for his foot, for some reason, I don't know if you can see, there's, like, a little crack on his foot right here. But when I was little, I used to mess with this a little bit. And then I spin his snowshoes around, but they just wiggle a bit. And then for some reason I cracked his foot. Then I had to fix it with tape, and then the tape was on there for like a long time. Then I had to take it off, and I decided to use this super glue to the rescue, and I glued it back together. So I actually fixed it. So there you go, it's the Polar Explorer SpongeBob. So that's him, alright. We'll set him right here. Okay, next one is Pilot SpongeBob. So he kind of looks like Amelia Earhart a little bit. But this is from the Lost episode, I think. The Sponge Who Could Fly. Like, in the episode, SpongeBob was like trying to was building an airplane, and he had this exact same flying helmet with goggles during the Lost episode. So this toy represents the Lost episode. So I really love that. And I really enjoyed the SpongeBob Lost episode, especially with Patchy the Pirate in it. But anyway, you can rotate his legs around just like so. And that's the only point of movement this guy has. And there you go. Pilot SpongeBob. And up next is the Royal Guard. So basically you would find a guard in England. So here is Royal Guard SpongeBob. And it looks like he is dressed up like a soldier. Like for a king or queen. So you can rotate his legs around and rotate this arm around. And this arm just goes back and forth. It looks like he's saluting. I salute to you, Your Majesty. And this hat is like pretty huge. Pretty cool. Alright, so there you go. It's the Royal Guard SpongeBob. And up next is... Let me bring these up next to me. The Pirate SpongeBob. So, tell me this looks like Patchy the Pirate. Like, he kind of looks like Patchy the Pirate. But still, he looks very awesome. And I love the way this hat looks. And you can see the pineapple right there. So, he has movement in his arm. And his feet do spin back and forth. So that is pretty cool. And he's even holding a little treasure map. But it's just a sticker on there. It looks like he's trying to find the treasure. Pretty cool. I love pirates. So there you go. It's Pirate SpongeBob. And next one is Knight SpongeBob. So like I said, this episode, Dozens and Dragons, is about the Royal Knights. So here is the Knight SpongeBob, and he looks awesome. He looks pretty good in armor. And you can see there's a feather on his helmet. And you can rotate his arms back and forth. And his feet do spin around. And this arm just moves up and down and back and forth because he has the shield. And it does have the pineapple on there. So that looks really, really neat. And there you go. It's Knight SpongeBob. And next one is the Agent Athlete. But you can see his eyes are messed up. Like after I got these toys like many years ago, his two eyes are messed up. Like, I don't know why, but anyway, he looks like a stone statue. It's like real marble. But this one reminds me of the Great Snail Race. Because basically, I'm not sure about you guys, but in the episode, Gary lost to a rock. I think that's part of the timeless facts on there, but anyway, this is the Agent Athlete SpongeBob, and he does have movement in his arms, and he has a little discus in his hand, and his tongue is sticking out. So that looks really awesome. It's almost like a statue that you find in a city during Times Square. Well, around Times Square, I should say. So there you go. It's Agent Athlete SpongeBob. And up next is Outback Explorer. So it's basically from Australia. Good day, mates. So here's SpongeBob. He has the very awesome hat. Love the pants. Well, that's actually his shirt. Cool boots. And he has a boomerang in his hand. So when you throw a boomerang, you throw it and it comes back to you. So you can rotate his arms just like this. And his feet spin around. All right. So there you go. It's the Outback Explorer. Okay. And the last one I have is the Samurai Knight SpongeBob. So basically, it's kind of like the Karate Warrior or Tai Chi Master, but this is the Samurai Knight. Because you can tell he's wearing the helmet, the white and purple gi. And check it out. On his helmet, you can see the pineapple right there. It's a little hard to see, but it's so tiny. See if I can get that to focus. Focus. There we go. You can see it. But anyway, you can rotate his feet around. His little feet right there. All right. So there you go. It's Samurai Knight SpongeBob. Okay. So basically, the next Burger King SpongeBob reviews are coming up, like Paso Blessed and Atlantis SquarePants. So if I find the other ones of those toys, I will show you the reviews on that. But that was SpongeBob Lost in Time. Now, I don't have Lost in Time on DVD or VHS yet, but sometime I will. But here's a little fact for you. For SpongeBob Lost in Time, it was the last SpongeBob SquarePants VHS tape ever created. Did you guys know that? I sure know that, because special shout out to Joshy the Movie Guy 3, because he has SpongeBob Lost in Time on VHS, because he was right about one thing. It was the last SpongeBob tape ever created. But once I find SpongeBob Lost in Time, I will show you the comparison with the VHS, and I'll do the walkthrough on the DVD, if I find it. But anyway, that will do it for this video. Let me know in the comments section down below and tell me, what SpongeBob toy review do you want me to do next? And please like, comment, subscribe, and ding the notification bell for new videos. And that is it. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, and I will see you later.